It took me 50 years to finally have the courage to tell my story. It took me 50 years to finally have the courage to tell my story. And I realized that no one could tell my story for me, that it's my story and it needs to be told. And I wanted to tell my story about my brother and sister veterans, whom I was so proud of to have served with, and then what they did for this nation. And then to come home and realize that so many people didn't recognize that service. So history is important to be written by the people who were there, because it can be written by anyone who is interested in history and does the research. But I think the personal stories that come from the heart and the experiences of every man and woman who has served is helpful to the reader to grasp what was that sacrifice and what was the interest in wanting to serve our country. And for most of us during Vietnam, I think we felt it was our duty, as it was with our parents and our grandparents, that when we're asked to serve, we serve in whatever way we can. And to look into that history and read about the war itself and read about why we decided to engage in warfare, and then look at the outcome of that and learn the lessons that are there from that, because there are lessons to be learned. And I can say that I am proud to have served my country. I would do it all over again. And I am proud of the men and women that I served with. And it took many, many years for all of us to share our history, but that it's important that we all do so. And it's important that students are interested in learning about where we have been and what we have been and what we have done, so that you too can decide as to how you're going to serve your country to make it a better place for all people in our nation to live.